When investigators reconstructed the program decades later, they discovered a pattern. Subjects with compliant behavior obtained identification through employment. Subjects without employment remained invisible. Employment solved. Recognition solved. Existence solved. Legality solved nothing else. Of the 12 subjects identified from the St. Raymond's program, several remained traceable. Some were untraceable. All were silent. Silence persists. Tracking the subjects required more than records. Records did not exist. Investigators relied on indirect traces. Utility bills, rental agreements, employment logs, and medical visits. None of these sources confirmed origin. They confirmed only presence. Presence without origin complicates accountability. State cannot be held responsible for individuals it never recorded. Corporations cannot be held responsible for individuals they did not hire. Directly, guardians cannot be held responsible for adults who no longer live with them. The foundation cannot be held responsible for adults who no longer receive stipends. Responsibility diffuses until it disappears. Legal experts refer to the phenomenon as jurisdictional evaporation. Jurisdictional evaporation occurs when an individual is positioned in a manner where multiple systems could claim responsibility, but none do. A child placed in a hospital belongs to medical jurisdiction. A child placed in a school belongs to educational jurisdiction. Child placed in state custody belongs to legal jurisdiction. A child placed in private guardianship belongs to none. Guardianship was the remote care division's most effective mechanism. The guardianship system required no legal registration. Guardians were compensated for participation, not parental rights. Parental rights imply permanence. The program relied on impermanence. Most guardians participated for several years. Payments ceased when subjects reached adulthood. Guardians did not inquire about further oversight. Oversight did not exist. Subjects transitioned to independent living. Independence did not include self-determination. It included routine. Researchers reviewing the program noted that subjects did not display typical adult anxiety regarding employment, finances, or housing. Subjects accepted housing assigned to them. Subjects accepted work provided to them. Subjects accepted schedules given to them. Acceptance without negotiation implies conditioning. Conditioning without context implies design. Some subjects integrated into remote work environments as technology evolved. Remote tasks suited the program's output. Typing requires minimal interaction. Transcription requires minimal speech. Annotation requires minimal identity. Silence became an asset. 1. Transcription employer recalled an encounter with an RC subject during a quality audit in the early 2000s. She described the subject as accurate, consistent, and unbuttered. When asked to elaborate, she paused and explained. He did not seem like he was waiting for anything. Most people are waiting for something. A break, a promotion, a compliment, a reason to leave. He was not waiting. He was just doing. Investigators later interviewed other supervisors who used similar language. Words such as neutral, steady, predictable, and calm recurred across multiple testimonies. None of these words indicated emotional interpretation. They indicated absence of turbulence. Emotional turbulence is common among workers. It drives turnover. Subjects did not produce turnover. Subjects produced output. The program did not refer to subjects as workers. They were units. Workers. Negotiate. Units performed by the late 2000s. The foundation had shifted its interests from behavioral compliance to employment efficiency. Compliance was no longer the endpoint. It was the input. The endpoint was utility. Utility validated the program. Internal documents describe. Phase V has a validation period. Validation required proof of operational benefit. Subjects provided proof by functioning in remote and semi-remote positions without support incentives. or conflict resolution. Conflict resolution was rare. Subjects did not file. Complaints, subjects did not seek. Promotions, subjects did not demand recognition. Subjects did not quit. Quiet employees are valuable. Quiet adults are invisible. Invisibility is advantageous in administrative sectors, logistics, and data operations. It reduces friction. Friction attracts attention. The remote care division did not attract attention when inquiries into the program surfaced decades later. Investigators encountered a unique obstacle. The subjects did not identify as victims. Victimhood implies harm, harm implies awareness, awareness requires perspective, perspective requires a sense of self. Separate from routine, subjects demonstrated limited perspective.